When we first moved in here, this was all a chicken wire fence. Cindy wanted a picket fence, so I replaced that. Now she wants a garden spot, which we were going to put it on that side of the fence, but I think we're going to put it right here instead. The only trouble is the deer. So we'll have to fence that off after it's done too. But more than anything else, we don't have a spot. The place isn't fenced, and so we don't have a spot for the dogs when it gets really too hot to take them along, going down to the fairgrounds and stuff and leaving them in the truck. That it only works to a point. I can park them in the shade, and it's still hot, and I don't know, they're happy with it. They don't care as long as they get to go. But it'd be nice to be able to have a place where we can leave them for the day if we need to. And this should do it. I gotta, like I said, finish that other end yet and build Cindy a garden box. But that's kind of the plan. This opening here in the middle, of course, will be a gate. It's a little bit big probably, but it's like almost 5 foot, 4'8" or something. I figured with the hinges it would be about right. But I don't want people to be able to drive in here. It would be nice to be able to drive up to it though. But the septic tank lid is right here. I wasn't 100% sure where it was. They left us a little map of where it was supposed to be, and by golly, it's right where it said it was. Maybe not quite 9 feet out from the edge, but pretty close. So that shouldn't be driven on. I've got a whiskey barrel I think I'll put over the lid, cover it up with a little bit of dirt and put that over the top. Make it easy to dig it up again, and nobody will drive on it. The leach field, surprisingly enough, is supposed to come from the septic tank down kind of around about where the burn barrel is, and then that way. Well, that way is uphill, so it must be pretty deep. I don't know, it kind of worries me a little bit, but you can't, there's nobody to ask. The guy that owned this place before we did, he died. It's kind of hard to ask him questions, and nobody else seems to know. There are no records of it. They didn't have them back then, and I don't know. So I've still got enough boards. I still might make that partly a picket fence. I'm kind of thinking just making her garden box go right up to that post and out that way. She's got this box, which is sort of in the way. I was going to go off of that other post that's already there. And it's heavy, it's full of dirt. She's got onions and things growing in it already. I'm not sure I can move that. I might be able to take it come along or something and go from the base of that post or something and pull it up. It only has to move about 1 foot. And then all this stuff, it needs to be moved. This is just odds and ends, or flower pots and stuff. This one, she said tomatoes and some flowers growing in it also. These, they look like strawberries. They are strawberries. There's one already right there. And then this big giant mess over here. Like I said, we haven't had time to do much. This thing, I started to build her a greenhouse before we knew we were moving, and that's as far as I got. I've got all this plastic stuff. It's kind of a neat deal. It's corrugated, so it's somewhat insulated. It's tough. Maybe, I guess it's probably 1/4 inch or a little thicker. But I'm not sure there's enough of it there. I was gonna go and build her, windows and things out of that. Have to work on that next, figure out what's going on there as far as what we can put. These are peppers. I don't know what she's got growing in here. And then these are, I think, potatoes. We drilled holes in the bottom with a hole saw. They're 2-inch holes. I guess what you do is once they grow up a little bit, you put a little wire cage or something around it and add some more dirt. And when they grow up a little more, you do it again and again and again until they're like 4 foot tall. Then you got a whole column of potatoes in one little pot. So anyway, that's kind of the plan. Oh, and then in here, what are you doing in here, Cindy Lou?
I am tempting.
You're what?
I am tempting to rototill this.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to put some strawberries in here. And I've got some sunflower seeds and some broom corn seeds. So I'm going to put that all in here too.
What are these?
Raspberries.
Raspberries?
These two are the fall gold. These are the couple heritage and a couple other variety for cross-pollination. And these are honeyberries.
Honeyberries. So we never heard of honeyberries before. That's something brand new. So what did you find out about them?
The honeyberries are much sweeter and actually they say better than blueberries. They actually come from Siberia, northern Saskatchewan, and China.
Do they look like blueberries?
Yeah, they're long though. They're a little bit longer. They almost look like a Saskatoon in a way.
Huh.
So, believe it or not, as I was doing research on them, I found out that they are actually related to the honeysuckle. If you look at their leaves look a lot like honeysuckle leaves.
Huh.
Yeah.
But they're not poison berries.
They're not poison berries. No.
We just are lucky to plant some that we think are edible and they're not.
No.
So you're gonna rototill all that. So if I put
Not
the
all of it.
So if I put the garden fence right up against here, and then down there, it's probably going to be, I don't know, knee high or so. Is that going to be too shaded for your strawberries and things?
Because the sun comes up this way.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not going to I'm going to rototill till about where the end of that wood box is, because it gets really rocky right there.
Okay.
So back behind my greenhouse, I'm going to empty out my chicken brooder there. And I'm going to put all those pots and stuff back behind there.
Okay.
And that way we can take that out.
Okay.
And clean this area up.
So she had a little Mantis rototiller for years and years. And it finally gave up. And I was going to buy her another one for Christmas. I found this one. Not a Mantis. It looks like a pretty good rototiller, got good tines on it and everything, but it's electric. It's got a cord, which in some ways I don't think that's good, but in other ways I think that's going to be great, because you don't use a rototiller all that much, and then they sit the rest of the year, and that old gas and stuff, if you don't get it out all the way, you can't start them again, and it's just, I don't know, gas engine on a rototiller doesn't really make sense to me. They don't stay running all that well, so this might just be perfect. I don't know. Guess we're going to find out. Now, this one here, I didn't think about this one. This one is going to be in the way. Maybe not. I can just kick it over. Put the garden over this far. I don't know. Haven't figured that out yet. Don't run me over. Let's go deeper. Just getting rid of the weeds first.